Welcome to the Ukrainian National Rail Service. So we're on a train to Kyiv, a very slow train as you can see. It's going about 50 kilometers an hour, maybe. We were supposed to leave the city of Lviv in the western part of Ukraine at about 11:30 this morning. That was the departure time. We didn't get away until about, an hour and a half later. The whole trip will likely take about 8 hours before we get to Kyiv, the capital city. That could be a problem because that's just when curfew begins, and we need to get to our hotel. I think with our media passes we should be okay, but everybody else in the train is going to be in the same position if it arrives that late. So for the next 8 hours, essentially, we're stuck in this compartment. It gives me time to read a bit about Vladimir Putin, the man without a face. And the conductor of the train has been very nice. She's been bringing us cups of tea. Let me just show you around a little bit. It's fairly comfortable. These are old cars, old compartments. The train itself has old diesel engines, but there's room for all the gear that we need to bring, and it's quite a bit of gear. Can't go much lighter than we're doing. The train operators, the train staff in Ukraine have been really quite extraordinary. They've kept these trains from Kyiv to Lviv to western Ukraine running every day since the Russians invaded. They've been moving thousands and thousands of people out of Kyiv, especially the capital city, but Kharkiv as well, other cities on the Eastern Front, trying to get them to safety in Europe. They've been going day and night, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, really quite extraordinary. On this route today, we'll have to divert a little bit to get around towns that the Russians now occupy. But the train driver is used to that. They know the territory so very well, and they've had to do it right from the beginning. There weren't that many people traveling today, but obviously people now want to try to get back to Kyiv if they can, to see what their homes are like, just to get back into their normal lives. The mayor there has said, don't do it yet. It's still a dangerous situation, but I think people are anxious to get home, and we may see more people in the coming days getting on the train and going in the direction that we're heading today. The situation in Kyiv seems to be a little better now. Both the Americans and the British are saying that the Russians' talk of withdrawing is in fact happening, that they're not just regrouping and reorganizing to come back towards Kyiv, that the city now in fact may be spared a full Russian assault, which is what, of course, Vladimir Putin wanted to do at the beginning and then absolutely failed. There you are, Paul Workman on a train towards the Eastern Front.